It's a beautiful space, really. It's a spectacularly beautiful space. It's so open. The windows are gorgeous, the light, the natural light that comes in here. So it's a place where the kids want to come and they want to study, they want to collaborate on projects, they want to hang out and talk with each other. They just enjoy being here together. We have a huge collection of print books, a huge collection of fiction books. We have good resources for projects, so we've got a lot of print materials. And then in the virtual space, we have tons of resources. We have a library technician and we have a library clerk, and between the three of us, we animate those resources in the space. Because if we didn't have this great staff, all it would be was a room with some books in it. And you could have that anywhere, but it's the marriage of the three together that makes this kind of a dynamic space for learning. I came from a school that had 1,700 kids, a high school, and I was the teacher librarian there for 8 years. Before that, I was a high school English teacher, and before that, I was a print reporter. So those are kind of like, and I've done a number of other little things in between, but the main thread between all my careers is the whole notion of developing good questions and then finding the answers to them. And that's really what I'm interested in life. You know, I think of myself as a lifelong learner. And so I think that gives me a leg up, because I certainly have been working hard for the last 20 years on my teaching skills. I love teaching. I know it's just like writing, it's a very difficult skill to polish. You're never done, you're always working at it. And I think it really helps me in terms of my role as a librarian. I have 3 words that kind of govern the way I think as a teacher librarian. So first of all, I'm an opportunist, and I mean that in a positive way. I'm always looking for opportunities to have the library connect to what the students are doing and kind of expand what's going on in the classroom. And then I see myself as a catalyst. So once I see the opportunity, I see myself as someone who can make it happen, who can maybe bring the teachers and the students together, or the students with each other, etc. And then I also think I have to be an optimist, because lots of times things don't work out, and so I have to be optimistic and keep going. And we're going to kind of create zones of learning for the library space. So we're going to create kind of a zone of learning for research, targeted for research, a zone of learning for literature. So if classes want to come in and just do work around literature, there'll be that. And then we're going to have that dynamic, what used to be a computer lab, we're calling it the transformer room, and we're going to have that be kind of a transformative space where there'll be classes coming in and I'll be teaching them various things, but we'll also be running clubs in there. I had to distill my goals as an educator. That would be to create a lifelong reader, and also to have students who are interested in writing, to make writing a natural activity, as opposed to something like, okay, here we're writing an essay, then we're not writing anymore. So we want writing to be natural, but more importantly than that, we want people to be lifelong readers for pleasure. This is a place where we have a whole building full of really bright young men, and we have the resources here so we can make a difference. We can create some leaders for the future in this space. And I think that once people realize how important the Odette Library Learning Commons is, you know, we can be kind of the rocket fuel for that.